Can I hear it? Can you hear me?
Still like
Get
loading.
out.
It's still like loading.
No, it is. It is live. 26 seconds.
Huh. Let's see.
Just close it.
I think my service is not. Oh my god.
Yeah, it is. Can you hear? Can you hear my voice? It is on.
It's
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah,
All
you're
right.
good. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Ready?
Hey, hello everybody. This is the last live video I'm gonna be doing of 2022, and basically saying goodbye to 2022 and saying welcome 2023. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about the situations that we've been working on 2022. There's many problems that are happening right now with trucking, with the electric trucks and all that. There is so many situations to talk about, and I'm gonna cover some of that about the how hard it is to be a truck driver nowadays and the new challenges and new projects I have new ideas on things that I want to do for 2023, and you guys can give me your opinion on what do you think on the things I'm gonna be doing for 2023. But before I start that, I'm going to start by showing you my gift, which is this car right here. I built this car myself. I did myself, and we are guys. I am a guy, so we like to show cars. I like to work on cars in general. So I want to be showing my car to you because I appreciate it. I appreciate your support and everything. This is the gift I give to myself. Nobody gave it to me. Nobody gave it to me. So I work this car out. I make it look better. I still need to do so many things, but I want to show you how it looks. I want to show you. I want to give you a walkthrough of the car. So first of all, this is a 1975 Datsun 710 wagon. There are not too many wagons left in the country. They're pretty much completely destroyed nowadays. But I decided to buy this one. I bought it for $7,000. The body was the way it looks. It was in a perfect shape, but the engine was completely destroyed and some other stuff. So I had to do the engine. I had to remove the engine completely. You can go to Instagram and look for me, Francisco Maya YouTube, and you're gonna see the full process when I was building this engine and everything. But I'm gonna show you the engine in a bit. So I like Japanese cars. I like all Japanese cars, classic Japanese cars. I have a 78 Datsun pickup truck to 71 Datsun 510, and probably I want to get more. I also like classic Porsches too, so probably I want to get a classic Porsche too. But up to right now, we just want to talk about this one. So first, I want to go and show you the engine, which is the most important part of the car. I did it myself. I built it, so I want to take pride of that. I'm gonna take proud. I'm gonna be super proud in showing that. So, so here is the engine. This is the way it looks. I did all completely myself. Originally, uh, it was non-turbo and everything, so I installed a turbo, bigger injectors, full forged internals. If you know about cars, probably you will understand what I'm talking about. So we have full forged internals. So we have around like 400 horsepower on this engine. We have a standalone ECU. We have aftermarket ECU. We have a T4 turbo and a lot of other cosmetic stuff. Then probably you can see then it is not original from factory. So if you wonder what engine is in here, we have a S13 K824. Originally, Datsuns from this year comes with the let me see, L20. It comes with the L20, L20B for 75, 78. Lower than that comes with the L18 and then L16 for the 71s. So the whole build cost me a lot of money to do this car the way it looks. It was completely crappy. That's why I say if you wanna see the whole thing, go to Instagram and look for me, Francisco on my YouTube. Anyway, I wanna start it up so you can hear the engine. Um, you know, we're guys, so I like to show my cars. Yeah. So come over here. All right. So here is the interior. This is the way it looks. Originally the interior was the way it was, but I did some gauges, some modifications in here. Um, we have a computer ECU go around. So we have the ECU over here. I installed the ECU, aftermarket ECU is right here. Uh, all the wiring I did it myself, so I am very enthusiastic when it comes to actually do work myself. I don't only work on trucks; I do work on cars, and not just BMWs. I do in many other cars too. So we have S SR20 transmission out of I-13 as well. So if you wonder what I-13 is, it's a Nissan 240 or 180 SX. So let's start this engine. So you can see the full motion of the gauges and everything. So you can hear it. So let's give it a rev. From here, so it took me a while to make this engine run perfect like the way it is right now, but it is running so good. From this side, so you can see. Yeah, so I like my car. So you can see the halo lights and everything in front. So I did all myself. So it's a lot of work I put into this car. So and still I need to replace the rims and some other stuff. Then it's smaller compared to actually doing the whole rebuild of the engine and everything. But you get the point. So I show you my gift. This is something that I pay myself for me. So instead of buying a new car, I decided to do this. Anyway, now stop talking about this car and we're gonna go to the real talk. So now we're gonna go to the live video and we're gonna talk about trucks now. So yes, I was saying about then we are going to talk this today. I'm gonna be talking about the situation that we are ending 2022 and ending 2022 in maybe in the future you're gonna see this live video and probably you're gonna understand the problems that we are suffering right now. So the problems that are right now is then trucking business is at the lowest right now. So we have many issues. Uh, the lots are not paying well. There is no much work. Repairs are still expensive. They're very expensive, pricey. Parts are very pricey, and yes, I mean most of the people then owner operators then used to have trucks. They're collapsing because they cannot afford to be truckers or to be company owners anymore because the situation is getting very tough. I don't know for how long this is going to prolong, but what I know is then there is no other way around. So we have to go through this in order to make it out of this. So for all of you that are working so hard right now and not getting anything out of the out of the trucks, I'm sorry to hear that. And it is not only you; it's basically most of the people that are driving trucks around the country and there is no way to fix the situation for the moment. So I guess the only way to survive this situation is to prepare ourselves because probably this is going to get worse. So we have to prepare ourselves for whatever is coming after this. We are ending 2022, as I say. So 2023 can be a totally different thing. So we have to prepare ourselves for that. So whatever you have right now, you better hold on to it. You save money. You don't spend money right now, because if you do, probably 2023 is going to take over that, and you're going to be completely out of any support money. So now, when it comes to repairs, updates on repairs, well, newer trucks, especially 2022, 2023 trucks, are very, very bad. So if you're planning to buy a 2022, 2023 truck, don't buy it yet, because they are not coming with the quality they used to come before. And it doesn't matter what brand you're buying. It doesn't matter the brand. Freightliner, Volvo, Mag, International, Peterbilt, Kenworth. They all have issues. And the situation is that most manufacturers are just not giving you the quality that they used to do 2 years ago, 2021 in this case. So 2 years ago, they were going to give you a good quality a truck and was going to respond. It's going to give you 100,000 miles, let's say, with no problems at all, not even a single light on, and situations like that. But now you're going to buy a brand new truck, a 2023, and you're going to have problems with internal components, engine components. You want to have, I'm sorry, you want to have problems with electronic components, and that situation is not getting better right now. So I will just recommend, if you're planning to buy a truck, don't buy a brand new one. Buy a 2021, 2020, 2019. Those 3 years, they're pretty good. But 2022, 2023, they're not doing any well. So avoid that if you are planning to buy, because you're going to spend a lot of money trying to do repairs. Then they were original from factory meant to happen, and that doesn't supposed to be like that. And plus, they're very expensive. A truck used to be around like 140, 150,000 from the dealer, and now you are paying over $60,000 more. So you're paying around $200,000 for a new truck. So it's not even worth to spend $200,000 for a truck that is gonna break as soon as you buy it. So it's better to wait right now. Just wait a moment. Probably 2024 is going to be a better year to buy trucks, because the situation is going everywhere. So the situation is that we have shortage, right? And I talk about it in my other videos, my other live videos. So we have shortage in parts, shortage in chips. So manufacturers are doing whatever it takes to keep these trucks ready for sale. So they are going to grab whatever component they have, and it doesn't matter the quality as long as they have the truck ready to sell. Sadly, you as a customer is the one that is paying the consequences of that. I have seen so many trucks, brand new trucks, with 500 miles, 5,000 miles, even with 1,000 miles or 10 miles. There are so many trucks like that. Then they have problems with rocker arms. They have problems with crankshaft. They have problems with transmissions. They have situations. Then I mean, like not even the dealer know what's happening. It's a brand new truck. Then it is already broken. So it's not a good idea right now. So when it comes to regular repairs, regular day by day routines, when if you have a used truck, well, nothing has changed. Pretty much the same, except parts are getting more expensive day by day. I remember back in 2000, that was 2009, 2000, no, that was 2011, something like that, 2012. I could buy a EGR cooler for a DD15 engine for around I think it was like a $600, $700. Nowadays, the same EGR cooler for the exact year, it costs around $12,000. So it's more than double of the price than used to be before. So, and that's for all the parts in general. We have more expensive ECUs. The ECUs are right now around like $1,600. They used to be like $700. So it's double now the price. Oil is more expensive now too. So I remember back in 2019, I could just get a bucket of Ursa Chevron Ursa. I don't know if you don't know that brand, that specific model of oil. Um, Chevron Ursa is a good oil. It's a okay oil to use. So I could buy a bucket of that for 45 dollars. Now the same bucket is going to cost me around 65, $70, and it is just so crazy how prices went up in a short period of time. After COVID, everything went super high. Um, and labor as well, I mean, when it comes to labor, well, I mean, prices go up, labor is going to go up, and there's nothing to do. But there are some shops that are going to be charging way more money than they supposed to charge. So, and just because the situation is allowing them to be charging more money, everything is more expensive, so they want to charge more. So be aware of that. So there will be shops charging you so much money, especially raw service. They are outside any city. They are probably like 200 miles away from a city. They're gonna be charging you $300 to replace a brake chamber, $300 for a crappy tire, and things like that. So I know you guys are aware of that. So prevent that. That is a very sad situation to know that nowadays we are in a point and everything works with money. There is not a single person that will do everything. Oh, I want to help you out. Yeah, you have a problem. Okay, yeah, I'll help you with this. No, right now there is a mechanic coming to you. That person is going to charge you so much money to do a repair, and it's understandable. I understand, and we as mechanics we have to charge what we know. It's understandable, but there is a point where we have to be flexible. Then I will be like, okay, you have a loose ball over here. Let me help you. I want to tighten it. There's no big deal. You can leave, but most mechanics don't want to do that anymore because that loose ball can mean $100, $200. So for them to lose $200 in 1 second, it is not possible. So they want to charge you $200 to do that. I know many of you happen to be in this situation in the past, so I know that it is something that happens to everybody, especially when you are over the road. That is very, very sad to know. Um, Also, there is the situation right now. Then the components, the brand new components that you're buying from the dealer, they don't last as they used to. So you wanna buy a ECU, you wanna buy DAF pump, you wanna buy a NOx sensor, you wanna buy many different components like that. Probably they're gonna last around 1 year and a half, and then they're gonna go bad. Before they used to last around 3 years, 4 years. So it's a very tough situation what we're experiencing right now with trucks and trucking in general. Um, we are getting very expensive components, low payments, and low quality. It is a combination of uh, a very, I don't know, something very bad, and there is nothing we can do. All we can do is just survive the situation. Even for us here at the shop, yeah, I mean, my work is still kind of like the same, but yeah, I can see some level of performance that is slowly going down. I can see it, but it's not like so crazy. But I can feel that the most truckers are not actually working. Actually, yeah, I've been surprised. And I have a company that I work for. They have around like 15 trucks. So half of those trucks are completely stopped because there is no drivers, and also loads are not paying well. So for them, it's better to have the trucks stopped because they're paying insurance, they paying the payments, they paying the driver. At the end, they are negative after paying fuel. So they're prepared to keep their trucks here, so they don't have to spend money on repairs. They don't have to spend money on other things that happens over the road. So that's the situation that they're actually facing right now. And I know many of you are doing the same, are facing the same thing. Um, well, that is pretty much the update when it comes to 2022 situation. Really bad things happening now. 2023, what I know is something new. I don't actually exactly know what's going to happen, but I know different details about what probably is going to happen on 2023. That's it. I don't know what happened there. Okay, on 2023, uh, what's happening is EPA. EPA, everything is going to EPA right now. EPA is trying to enforce smoke testing for trucks. Right now, as we speak, there are more trucks that are coming every single day by day. There are coming more trucks with specific letters talking about that you need to take your truck and get it emission tested. There is a way they are actually doing. There is a way. I don't know how they are doing this, but there is a way that they actually testing your emissions while you are actually driving your truck. I don't know how they are doing that. So they are testing your emissions probably at the scales, and you don't even realize when they do that. Um, and uh, and that is affecting a lot of people because they're gonna send you a letter saying that you have to take the truck for inspection. And plus, most of the trucks in 2010, they are they are starting to get pushed out, and DMV is no longer giving you registration for those trucks, and you have to upgrade your truck if you want to keep, running your company running. And it's very hard. It's gonna be something very hard to do. So my suggestion is, if for any reason you have any problems with your truck, any emission, like I know there is reasons why you wanna do deletes and things like that for SCR systems. I'm sorry. There is many reasons why you wanna delete your system. So if you happen to have that, just be careful because this is going to be more difficult for you, especially if you get the problem, then someone will actually cover you with that. But besides that, EPA is pushing what is called electric trucks, EVs. EV trucks are getting pushed now, so EV trucks are going to be the new technology. For now, we are not going to be facing that for probably a long time. They're talking about 2035 to be the deadline for gas-powered cars and trucks, and 2036 will be only EVs. But I don't know. They say that. I have no idea. So when it comes to EVs, we're talking about totally different technology. They use the same basic technology, then wheel over rims and differential and all that, but the technology on how to move the vehicle is different. So we have different components that work as a motor, and that is going to be a different challenge for us mechanics to understand the new technologies that are going to come in the future. Of course, right? It's going to be a learning process that you have to do as mechanics. We have to understand the new technologies. We have to understand the basics on how this system works. So that way, if for any reason we have to repair an electric truck in the future, we know what we have to do. I have an idea that came to my mind not too long ago. And I want to start probably a forum of so you guys can start sharing information, like a group, a Facebook group, a WhatsApp group, or something. So you guys can start sharing information on that. Here and there, I want to be sharing my information to you guys, sharing problems, sharing solutions. So that way, I'll be more connected to you guys. I'm just starting to think about it. I don't have the specific way to actually do that, but I'm thinking about it. I don't know what you think about it. So if you think about that, if you know, then that is something good to do. Comment below, let me know your opinion about it. Also, I have a different idea. I want to start a totally different type of videos. Then are going to be showing you how to learn to be a mechanic. I want to be sharing experiences mostly, like how to understand fault codes, how to understand electronics, how to understand mechanic work. So I want to be talking, let's say, for example, I'm gonna be talking about the fall SPN, yeah, SPN 97, just a random number. So that fault says we have a circuit open on the fuel module, something like that. So I'm gonna be explaining what that means, so that way you can understand how a mechanic works. Yeah.
Somebody said do a Discord. They're saying do Discord.
Oh yeah.
Discord is a great,
Yeah,
great
Discord.
platform
Yeah.
for everybody to communicate and everything.
Yeah, Discord. Yes.
That'll be perfect.
Discord. Um, yes. Um, I will. I was talking about what? What I was saying? No. What? No, I was saying about the other channel. I was saying talking about my other ideas of the video. Yes, I was talking about
Yeah, ideas. Yeah.
different ideas that I have for different videos showing you how to be a mechanic. But in this case, it's not going to be hands-on mechanic. I'm going to be showing you the actual numbers, the letters, everything, the behind of how you have to understand. For example, I put together this engine. I put it all together myself, but I'm going to show you what you need to put it together. So the numbers, the details, all the things that are not visible. So you can see the engine here, but you cannot see what is behind the logic of putting this engine together. So that is what I'm going to be showing on my new type of videos. And I don't know if I had to start a new channel or I can keep the same one. But I was thinking that I can start a new channel, so it's just going to be a separate video, completely separate videos than this, because the videos that I do here is mostly showing you physical work, how to remove one piece and how to put it together. But most of you don't understand why you are doing that. So if I start a different channel, that is what I'm gonna be explaining. Like if you have a series of codes, if you have a fault code, you can read the fault code, understand the fault code, and understand, yes, this is the reason why I have to replace this component. But it is just an idea. Then I know when how I wanna start. I have a video that I have planned for that, but I don't know if I'm gonna do just do a different channel or just do it in this channel, Francisco Maya. So I don't know. Because I was thinking if I do a different channel, I'm going to name it Francisco Amaya School, so it would be fast. Yeah, fast without the T. So fast without the T. So Francisco Amaya School. So it's just my whatever I'm thinking. So let me know if you have any idea of anything to share. You can share in the comment section below, and probably that can help me to decide on what I have to do and how to do it too, because it is just trying to help you guys to understand more and more about trucks. And in science, I don't only work on trucks, I also work on cars. I understand more about the mechanic work, so I can actually do more than just explaining how a specific engine, a diesel engine, works completely different than a gas power engine, a gasoline power. So we have difference there. So we have to understand different logics on how the diesel engine is going to work and how the gasoline power engine is going to work. So that can only be explained by starting at school, I would say. Anyway, now I was saying projects and things about 2023. Well, on 2023, I have a couple videos and I already have talking about problems that we have on DD15 engines. And of course, you know, I do many videos about DD15 engines. I do that every day. So I also have shortcomings and other engines as well. Also, I want to show you different problems, different updates. I have updated videos of the videos I did in the past. I already have videos updating those videos on how a repair went, how a problem happened, and things like that. And you know, solutions, or if we bought this brand new part, what is how long it lasts, and stuff like that. So it is just basic stuff that I have planned. Um, then after that, it's just going to be whatever I do, basic Francisco Maya channel, just posting videos, showing you how to do repairs. Um, there is one thing that I guess many people wonders on these new trucks, and it is like how a emission system works, and that is a very complex situation. And I cannot explain. I already have so many videos explaining problems with emission systems, but I cannot explain that in a short video. I have to do multiple videos, but I'm going to do a different video on, and that probably is gonna go to the other channel. If I start the other channel, Francisco Maya School, so that one gonna go to that channel, explaining how the ACR system works, why you have to replace the ACR sensors, why how this works, because it's totally different when I'm explaining you with the computer, then explaining you with numbers and everything. I'm showing you why you have to look at this number when the number is higher and lower, so you can understand, you can see the actual motion of it. Well, I mean, just ideas about it. Do you have any questions there?
They're really into you doing a Discord. Somebody said, thank you, Biden.
Biden?
Yeah, Biden. Somebody said, buy a glider kit truck.
Glider 3 truck. Okay, that's an
Somebody said,
updated truck.
always appreciate your videos. Happy New Year's to you and your family. And then that's pretty much, I can't get to the other ones. There was other ones. I don't know why it's not showing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I say we should stop the video in a little bit and let's go to Instagram.
Instagram.
You want to go live on Instagram? I say we'll go live on Instagram for a little bit.
I have no idea, but probably yeah we can. Yeah. I have never done a live video on Instagram to
That's
be honest.
true. So
Yeah.
yeah, we go. We'll probably switch off to Instagram here.
Yeah. What's the time count right now?
Right now we're at 32 minutes.
32 minutes. Okay. Okay. So uh, there is many things I can talk about on this live video. Please let me stop that. I don't know. It's just running. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's just running. Uh, I don't know what's happening. It just starts for no reason. Okay.
Somebody says I am a new mechanic, just 1 year of experience. One day I want to have all the knowledge.
Okay. You wanna have all the knowledge? That's a good question. I mean, or not a good statement. I will just say then, if you really want to have a good knowledge being a mechanic, you have to understand the basics. Freeze, just the basics. Don't go to the hardcore repair. Um, One thing I have seen with mechanics, because I was a student myself once. If you wonder, I studied back in El Salvador, um, automotive, and I remember then when I was starting school, we just wanted to go straight to engines. We didn't want to see anything below engines. So we just wanna feel cool and go straight to engines. So we didn't want to learn the basics because basics is boring. But that's not the way it is. So basics are very important because basics are going to show you many different things about how and why. So I would just say if you dominate, if you can actually do perform pretty well just with basics, you're gonna be understanding way, way more because most of these trucks, most of the new technology, everything in general still on basics. So we can say we have a wheel, and the wheel still has a ring. It's made of a different materials, probably a better materials, but it's still the basic component of a wheel. So nothing has changed, but the technology they use to do the wheel is different. So that is the difference. And if you don't understand the basic on how this works, it's going to be hard to be a good mechanic. Now, when it comes to actually understanding the whole process of being a good mechanic in the whole truck in general, it is very tough because all the components, I'm sorry, all the components work pretty different. Like for example, I will just say right here, we have this truck right here. We have, in this case, uh, these are Meritor differentials. This right here, if I am not wrong, this is a Meritor differential. This one right here is a Meritor differential as well. So this one right here. But then we're gonna have trucks. They're gonna have a different type of differential. So in this case, we also have a Meritor differential, but it's completely different. The shape of the differential is different. So this is a like a uh, like a newer version with a smaller ratio. Those are bigger ratio differentials. And then we have this other truck right here. Then has a different type of differential. I'm pretty sure. You see? Yeah. So this one right here, you can go closer there. This one has Mercedes differentials. So these ones are completely different than Meritors, than both of the Meritors, the three of Meritors we saw previously. So, for example, see this differential. If that's the reason why you have to study, you have to understand basics. So this differential, Freightliner or Mercedes differential works in a different way. So we have a drive shaft, then comes straight from the transmission, and then we have the differential in the middle, differential on the back, but it is 4x4 or 6x4. So we have four wheels over here. So these four wheels are going to work combined. So if we miss one of the axles, the power division from here, the power divider, is not going to go to the back because we have a second differential here. Even though then we have this differential, then it's going to just power these wheels. And we have the power divider in there, then it's going to transfer the power from the front, from the drive shaft all the way to the back and to this one. So we still have a differential that connects this and that is completely separate than the two differentials that we have here. And that's the reason why this system works pretty different. Mercedes-Benz system works pretty different. So we have a 6x4 configuration, then has four wheels in full motion all the time. So when it comes to Meritor, it's different. Meritor works in a different way. So for this, we are going to have a differential, a dry line. It comes to the differential. We have the power divider right here. We have the power divider, and we have the interaxle as well, the same as the other one. But the difference is, then we're gonna have a solid drive that goes all the way to the rear wheels, and in between here, we're gonna have the locker. Then it's gonna lock the differential just to power this one. So we're gonna have a 6x4. But if we are not powering the interaxle solenoid, we only gonna have two 6x2. So they were pretty different. So what I mean is like, see, these are very basics on how a system works, but they work completely different. They still do the same work, but they don't do it exactly the same. So understanding the basic on how a differential works, like saying, for example, having the differential example on how the basics works, is how you're gonna know how everything is gonna work in other differentials, in other manufacturers. Because even though in all manufacturers they use pretty similar technologies, manufacturers they use exactly similar technologies, but the way the power is transmitted from one way to another, that's what changes. So that is what we have to understand.
Hey, Francisco, is the new EPA thing going to be nationwide or just California?
Well, right now, what I know is California. The California CARBs is pushing that. What I can say is then once California approves most of the laws that are going to be um, exposing gas powered trucks to be as a danger for the atmosphere, then the rest of the country is going to follow. Not sure, but that's how it goes. No other question?
It was just somebody who was they're trying to figure out your address, and then yeah, he always has constant work. He cannot give out his address. Yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. But yeah, Discord, good idea. I say Discord would be a great
Yeah,
idea.
I say Discord, so I'll be like doing Discord, and I'll be doing for the new mechanics or anybody that wants to learn because you don't have to be a mechanic. If you wanna learn, you just gonna learn. Um, I can do the other channel explaining this on a board, actually writing numbers, writing, because right here you can see the whole motion, but giving you details like school wise is easier because that way you can understand more about how's like to be a mechanic and how's like to put that theory into motion. Um, I have a student right now. I have one student, and to be honest, this student asked me to tell him everything, and that's normal, right? We want to know everything, but he asked me to tell him everything, and I asked him from where you want to start, and he told me that he wants to start from the engines, but that's not the way it is. If you are a mechanic, like for example, like if you want to learn how to be a good mechanic, and you are at a shop in a shop working as a mechanic, you're gonna work. You're gonna understand, and you have to do left to remove, do right to actually tight. So you it's logic, right? But then besides that, you have to understand more than that. So it is not just about replacing a component. It is about to understanding the reason of replacing the component and the reason why you are placing the component in this position. And if you are not following the proper procedures, you can actually destroy it, or mess with your work. Um, I will just say, right, going back to saying to my student what he has to learn. So I told him the best thing, the start. If you really want to start being a mechanic, you have to start from the bottom, from the rock bottom. So the rock bottom for a mechanic will be to start, will be measurements. Why measurements? Because we work with measurements. We have measurements everywhere. Trucks, cars, and everything that is related to this works with specific measurement. For example, we are going to have here this wheel, and this wheel is going to be a specific measurement. And then we have this other wheel over here, and it's going to have a specific measurement. And these wheels are not the same. So why they're not the same? They look the same, they're wheels, but they are not the same. They are bigger or smaller, wider or shorter. So that is what we have to understand. And that basic comes to actual tools. We start with tools, so we want to understand what a 11 millimeter is, a 12 millimeter, 13, 15, 7, 16, 9, 16, and all those numbers. We have to know those numbers so we can know what is the actual size that we need. So in some cases, I'll be working, I'll be doing a job, and then I know then I have a limitation on room on do something. So how much I have to cut on that? So I want to be thinking, okay, we have this much room, so I need to cut a little out of that plate, probably 1/4 of an inch, and that is a measurement that you have to know. It's not just like cut it, like you have to know what you have to do. Question?
Is there a chance for an SCR deleted truck to run around in TX in the near future?
I believe that Texas will not have any problems. Yeah, I don't think Texas will have any problems with that. I don't know, right? But so far, I think Texas is fine.
I went to school in El Salvador, but there is no truck mechanic.
Hey, but that's see that about you saying that there is no truck mechanic. So there is no truck mechanic school practically anywhere. You can go to UTI. UTI offers heavy duty mechanic trucks, but I mean they are not specializing themselves in trucks. They're pretty good on cars. but not trucks. Trucks is a very different, totally field. So we have trucks as heavy equipment. And if you want to learn about heavy equipment, you have to go specifically to the manufacturer because they do this kind of work. So I did. I went to El Salvador myself. I was in El Salvador learning how to be a mechanic. I went to school. And yes, there is not a heavy duty mechanic school. It's just automotive school. But that's what I say. If you understand the basics, basics is everything. So when you go to school, they're gonna show you the basics. It doesn't matter if it's gas power engines or diesel power engines. Basics are basics. So we have a four-stroke power gas power engine, and we have a four-stroke diesel power engine. They do the same work, but the components that they need to work, they're totally different, and that is what you have to understand. So that's the reason why I say I started as a gas mechanic, as a gasoline mechanic, and now I am a diesel mechanic, and I can combine both of my knowledge, being a gasoline mechanic and a diesel mechanic, and I can do both of the jobs, and also I can classify myself as a tuner now. I tune engines. I can make them have more power than whatever they used to be. So I have different experience now. So I am not just a regular mechanic. Then just gonna replace a brake, and I'll be feeling that I am 100% untouchable. Or I just gonna fix an engine, replace a broken cylinder, and I wanna feel that I am just the best mechanic in the world. No, I do replace an engine, and I also know what is in that cylinder. How I can make that cylinder bigger, how I can make this truck to have more power than what it has already. So I can do that on gasoline power engines cars too. So I can make the engine have more power. And as I say, I learn all this by understanding the basics. That's the whole point. So don't forget about your base. If you started as a mechanic doing oil change, don't forget that. If the mechanics, I hate mechanics, then they are, I don't know, 10-year experiences. They have 10-year experience and whatever. They talk about whatever stuff, and they say, I never did a oil change in my life. That's a completely lie. So I hate that. So I can't stand near to people like that. So I would just say, if you really want to be a good mechanic, you don't forget about the things you did to start, because those things you did to start are going to make you a better mechanic than you were in the past. And also because I right here, I am a mechanic that knows how to diagnose a truck. I am a mechanic that can repair a CR system. I am a mechanic that can actually fix many computer problems that not much people can fix. I am a mechanic that also can actually repair uh, very fast cars too. So I can do that. I can do all that. But that doesn't mean that I won't do an oil change. If I had to do an oil change, I will do an oil change. If I had to replace brakes, I will do replace brakes. So I still a mechanic. So it doesn't matter the experience you have, you still a mechanic. So don't forget
How can we become your student?
that.
Student.
Okay. I don't know. I was thinking about that.
I think we'll leave that to Discord. I
Yeah.
think Discord is a good idea because we get everybody together. Everybody joins Discord. You make your own channel on Discord, so a lot of people message each other in there. It's different categories
Yeah.
in Discord, so you can have categories where people go to general.
Yeah. That's right.
It shows everything, like your videos, everything. So
I,
Discord's a good idea. It's probably maybe for trying to teach everybody.
I can start a different school. I can start, but it's, I guess it's not going to be cheap, right? Yeah. Not going to be cheap if I start a school. I
It's gonna
mean,
cost to join Discord.
I mean, like
Your
just a
channel.
school, a regular school, then you can come and see me and actually study from me. It's going to be something very interesting. I mean, I already thought I had many different uh, um, how you say thoughts about it, but it is not something that I already have. I don't know. I don't know how to get to that. Probably just because I don't have the right support for that. But anyway, I will try to find it. But if you really want to learn more about, or you want to be a good student, I would just suggest then, if I start a different channel, start with that. I will do that. I will start a different channel and see how it's like, how many subscribers I get, how many people support my videos, eh, teaching you, because I'll be teaching you, just not just actually removing a piece, because I have this channel, Francisco Maya, regular Francisco Maya. I can remove a piece and showing you that, and you're just gonna go and replace it, and that's it. And you don't even know why you're replacing it, but that your truck is fixed, right? So the other channel will be teaching you how to know if your piece is broken. Of course, I already showed you the motion, but if you don't have any idea, if you don't have internet, if you don't have phone, if you don't have nothing, if you already saw this video, you will have the experience on your phone. I mean, on your mind, and then you're gonna know why you have to remove a part. I mean, if this part doesn't come out, what you gonna do? And that is one of the things I guess the school doesn't teach you. I have seen many students from UTI, different colleges, and they come and they say, "Oh, they didn't teach me that in the school," because the school is just going to teach you the basics. You're just going to go back to the basics. So here we have this wheel right here. So they are not going to tell you, you know what? Sometimes you're going to have the problem. Then this right here, the thread on the nut is going to be completely rusted, and then you won't be able to remove the nut. So what you going to do then? I don't know. That's up to you. So that's experience. So a school is not going to teach you experience, just knowledge. Just know how it's like to remove it, but not the experience of the many ways of removing it. There's other question.
Give us an Easter egg about your shop besides that it's in Fontana.
Well, I mean, like,
You want to give them another Easter egg?
okay, there is
Don't say it.
there is enough information. I mean, you know my.
I could give them a good Easter egg, but I don't know. Maybe
What is the Easter egg you have?
I don't know. I was gonna say it. It's just a road. Did I say the road? Not the main road, but a road that.
I mean, it is a road, right?
Yeah, it's just a road.
Yeah, I mean, like,
They're gonna be going up and down that road, bro, for a long time.
well, I mean, like,
I can give it to them.
I
I
would
don't
say,
know.
finally I got to the position, then probably I'll be moving. I don't know, not sure. I am not saying it's going to happen. I am not. It took me so long to get to this point, then I am kind of getting sure, then I want to be moving. And at the moment, I'll be I'll be showing where I'm gonna be located. My shop is pretty small. I mean, it is just 1 acre big. I mean, it's not that big. I mean, that's small, but yeah, 1 acre is not too large for many trucks. So I have the problems. Then there is no room, not even for me sometimes to park my car. So it is just too many trucks, and plus there is so many other trucks like these ones. This is from a client, and he's been sitting here for a while, and I know him for around 10 years already, so I'm okay with him. So no problem. And yeah, there is other trucks, and people don't decide if they want to fix it or not. So I am a little flexible when it comes to money. I am not the type of guy that is gonna come and say, hey, you know what, your truck has been parked here for 10 years or whatever time, and I want to charge you $10,000 for that. I am a little flexible, so I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, like, I know for sure this guy is good, whatever. So okay, we are going to be flexible on that. Of course, right? Then eventually I have to get rid of this. So I mean, I already did my part of helping people. There is no much I can do after that. Um, of course, going back to the shop, yes, eventually I'm going to give my location. So far, right now, that's one of the reasons why I don't share my location yet, because I still have the problem that we don't have that much room. What? You have a question?
Oh, somebody says, I know I did Easter eggs for the location and then location address. I can give them a hint, but I don't know. They'll be going up and down that road for a long time, and I don't know. Maybe it'll lead it to you, maybe not.
You want to say Bali
But
Boulevard?
I I was just gonna.
No, I'll be okay.
Yeah, we're good. We're
We're
good.
good. We're good. I know
Because
it.
if you find it,
I don't want to trick
it's not
anybody.
like
So
you're really gonna hop on their
yeah,
truck and get right on it because you got a lot of things to do.
I don't like to trick anybody. So if I say, I say. If I don't say, I don't say it. So it's just yes or no. It's not like I want to be in between that. So I'm okay with that. So, right. Well, having a question?
Uh, Thank you for existing and making videos.
Yeah,
You
thank you.
you
Thank you for
saved
existing.
you
Yes.
saved me money IRL. Love from Joe.
Okay. Thank you for your love. I appreciate your love. I know I helped so many of you over the road. Um,
But yeah, I'd say let's wrap this up, dude. Let's go to Instagram. All right,
what's the time camera?
you are at 55 minutes.
Okay, we wait for an hour then.
Yeah, wait an hour. You wanna maybe look at the trucks over there, see what those guys are doing.
Oh well, they're just doing engines. So
Alright,
I mean,
engine work.
I haven't. I don't want to talk about engines because I have
Any
too
other
many.
questions? Other
Yeah. Do
questions?
you have any other
Can you
questions?
please do a call college video for 2023? How to change it and doubt the one you
Clutch.
had.
A clutch, you say, or a college?
College. Oh, what?
I think it's clutch, right?
I
You
guess you're saying clutch. Clutch video for 2023. How to change it and doubt the one you had. It's okay, but
Yeah, I think that you mean a
yeah,
clutch, right?
probably trying
Yeah, I
to
mean,
clutch.
when it comes to replacing a clutch, hasn't changed. It's kind of the basics. There's not much difference.
Oh yeah, they want you to. So please invest in a head-mounted camera so you can use both hands to show the repair. You're perfect now, but two-handed display would be even better. Like the GoPro that you just got.
Yeah.
So they have stuff for like your test. Maybe put a strap. They want to see you in action.
Yeah, I have a GoPro, so I can use it for
Yeah,
that.
you can
There
put
is
that in
many use for
action.
the GoPro, so I can use the GoPro for
If you
many.
want to send over a strap, go ahead.
Yeah, it's for chest
Yeah,
strap.
if you want to send over a strap vest, go ahead.
I have that. That one comes with a mount for the head. I saw it already.
Well, that would be pretty cool. Yeah, that would be actually pretty cool. So you're doing the work and everything, and then when we're filming, cut it into the video. Either way.
Well, I mean, what I do is usually use my phone, but I think it's like having 100% labor with my hands is hard, and having you as a cameraman, meanwhile I'm doing labor is hard
That's even
even.
hard, but
Yeah.
that would be perfect. So that GoPro you have, put it on a test. You're just touching film, dude. You're just getting
Yeah,
the
but
work.
the thing is, like, I am a very picky guy when it comes to filming, right?
Yeah,
I hate when someone does a video and shows you how to do something and the camera is pointing somewhere else.
yeah, exactly.
I hate
But
that.
this will be 100%
Eh,
just you
no, but what I mean is
recording
like
the
I
work.
can put it on, and when you actually work, I mean, I know my work, so that's the reason why I'm
Yeah,
telling you. So when you go under a truck, you get stuck everywhere, and I cannot be actually
yeah,
moving.
moving
I mean,
that. Too worried about the
only
camera. Yeah,
only people that has no experience with that doesn't understand, but people that has experience with it going under will understand. Like, yeah, I mean, I can have a headset and put my camera on, but the camera will actually get stuck somewhere, and then that would be a problem. So I mean, I have to create a way how to make it a good
just gotta
use.
practice.
Yeah, I get a good use of it. Or a camera that could be small enough, like a GoPro, but it can actually be easy enough to move to one point to another if I have to.
Two camera angles and edit.
Thank you.
You don't do enough editing,
No, no, thank
I
you.
guess.
Yes.
Okay,
Well,
what is the regular oil pressure for a 14 test?
2014 cascade.
Yeah,
Depending on the temperature. So oil pressure varies on the temperature. If you start the engine, let's say uh, 40 degrees, the oil pressure is going to be around 75 at idle, around that. But if you start your engine and the temperature is 100 degrees, the pressure and idle engine cold. I'm talking about engine cold. The pressure and idle probably is going to be around 70, 65, depending. But if the engine is warm, temperature, let's say 112 degrees, that is going to be around uh, 15, 15, 16 psi. And if the temperature is lower, probably you're going to get like 18 because the thickness of the oil depending on the temperature. So I don't know if that answers the questions about like the pressure. So
yeah, that's pretty much it. But can we contact you when we have an issue and we need help with any or help with any ideas. If it is any cost, I will pay. So that's probably something you'll make it, going
Yeah,
forward or something. Yeah.
yeah, I can do that. Like
Yeah.
a immediate response. So what you guys need is me being 100% there to answer a question. So you guys need me not only to answer a question, but to actually be fast answering a question. That's what you guys need me for. So I don't. It is just me. I mean, like, it is just me. It's just one Francisco Maya. There is no. I mean, like,
Not multiple.
there is no multiple Francisco Maya. Yeah,
You got a whole office of Francisco Mayas over
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. And
Tech
yeah,
tech support.
tech support. Yeah, that's what I need. Tech support. I know random people about doing. Like they do videos. They do everything. I know other people like that, but they don't have what it takes to be a good mechanic. And they can guide you in the wrong way. But I mean, it's not that I don't want to help. It's just because I have other things to do. I have a life, right? I can, I live, right? So I have things to do. But yeah, I do need to work on that. I will actually do some. Uh, I need to find the right people that can actually follow my recommendations or my pre-answer questions. Then most of the people will send to me the question. Then they will send to me, so they will have the proper answers. And if there is any answer that requires more than just a pre description or something, I will have to take over and send it back. Um, well, any other question?
That's pretty much it. But we are at an hour mark, so
Okay, so this is the live video. It seems like it started to rain. To be honest, yeah, it's raining. Right?
yeah, it started.
All right, yeah,
But yeah, look forward to Discord.
yeah.
Discord will be a good one. Maybe we'll get some admins in there to help people out and everything. And, we'll get the information from you. We'll message on to this.
Yeah,
Down to it. Yeah,
I need good people. They can actually support the platform.
yeah, pretty much. And they'll be like tech
Yes,
support. So
tech
they'll be
support.
messaging you live. And giving
I
you
want to make you a tech, right?
yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I
You can
want to make
make
you.
me the first tech. I'll be
I
like,
will, I
all
will
right.
make you a tech, and you will
Yeah.
answer the phone and say like, "Oh,
Yeah, I
hold
don't
on, hold on."
You want to learn about camera work? Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I got you. You can buy something. Okay. Well. That will be about it when this about this live video. There is not much things to talk about right now. There is multiple things, but we're gonna leave that for videos. I don't want to talk about engines. We have bunch of engines there. Then we're working on whatever, but I don't want to talk about that because that is just a different topic. And I have multiple videos showing how it's like to work on engines and things like that. So if you really want to work and you want to see my videos, you can just look at my channel and you're gonna find many multiple videos about things. And yeah.
No, that's it.
Oh, I thought you were asking a question.
No, that's it.
Okay, so I'm done with the live video. I hope you guys are satisfied with it. If there's any questions after this live video, well, you can just comment below. There is always, something to learn about. As I say, if you wanna see more of the things that I'm doing, go to my Instagram, look for me, Francisco Maya YouTube, and then you're gonna see the things like that, like the car. Then I show you the beginning of the video. You wanna see my projects, things that I'm doing, science. I like to do things, very different than everybody. I don't like to be just like everybody else. I would like to be myself, very unique. Um, and well, that's all. Like I like that you guys support my channel so much.
How do you say his name?
Josue
Oh,
Regaldo. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right, yeah. Thank you for the 20.
Yeah, thank you for the $20. I appreciate it. As always, you remember, I always say it is not about the money. It's not about the money. Why I do this channel is about helping people. But hey, I eat too, so
All
it's,
right, you better
thank you.
go buy a burger right now.
Yeah, I'm about to buy 5 guys. I guess.
he
I,
just he just bought you lunch, man.
yeah, he bought me lunch. Thank you for the lunch. I don't know what's wrong with our guy with the city hall.
Yeah, I don't know. They're honking like crazy over there.
I have no idea what's going on.
I guess end it off right here, and then maybe we'll go to Instagram. So
Yeah, I don't know what I want to talk in Instagram, to be honest,
I
but
don't know. We'll just
I'm just gonna be talking
yeah,
about that.
it'll be cool though if we do.
Okay, cool.
All right. Happy New Year.
Okay, thank you for watching. Support my channel. You know you always do, and stay tuned. Thank you.